Tadi pakai rolan Udah cek Vin. Dipakai kemana Vin? Sabar guys.
There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things on the way. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid. I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian.
And there's the shot! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all. Now it's Schneider. It's anyone's ball now. Schneider. And the ball's come loose here. Inter would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Can he get it through? And the shot!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Beckham, the regular corner taker.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence.
Oh, crap, guys.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Milan still without a single shot on target. And it's Serginho. Owen.
Wow, crap, guys.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Cannavaro. Scholes. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Van Nistelrooy. Schneider. And it's Owen. And it's made its way to him. Rummenigge! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's gone for goal.
Oh, he gave that an almighty thump. Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Schneider. He's got away.
Yes,
Lovely feet. And a chance!
Aduh.
Goal! Inter!
Sama guys.
And Inter go in front. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous. Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time. Cannavaro.
Dybala, aduh.
Great vision. And this is Ronaldo. Rummenigge. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Xavi Alonso. There's one of the players of the week. And this is Van Nistelrooy.
Minutes has been indicated.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And that'll be the last act of the first
Yo
half.
guys, 1-0 guys, 1-0 guys.
No shortage of...
Kamu kalah. Dilemparin dia, astagfirullah. Set 2.000 guys. 7.200 guys. Bener sih. Jadi gelandang tengah. Santai. Bentar guys, YouTube gua barusan mati guys. Orang mah sadar diri, ngan ka orang tuh sadar itu deh. Gas. Ngeselin woy.
Ready for the beat, yeah.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
United against Milan.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And already we're underway here. In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements.
Overlap Forlan. Can he finish?
Hello, dia kata.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Cannavaro. Xavi Alonso. Here's Scholes. And he's there to make the challenge. And he has been fouled there.
Santai, kawan, santai.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Xavi Alonso. Scholes. This is Van Nistelrooy. He's looking wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, taken
Van
with
Nistelrooy.
they're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper
Decent chance!
Nice.
Now that is commitment to the cause. Beckham standing over it. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read. That was just about within shooting range. Messi. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Salah guys, anjir.
And he was quick to react. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Dybala. Hazard. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling chance, surely!
Gila.
Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to
Deketin
describe
ke gawang, bro.
that: clinical.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Hazard. Bebeto. Now it's Gnabry. Hazard. Tries to pass it through. He has found the way through. Gnabry. Right, great chance! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances...
Big chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's Bebeto. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get to...
And the shot! Goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Bebeto!
Bebeto!
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Bebeto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Xavi Alonso, and it's Van Nistelrooy. Distributed tidily. Now it's Messi. Okazaki. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Makalele. Bebeto. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending it.
And Van Nistelrooy! He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. Beckham. Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Gnabry.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Now it's Dybala. Now it's Okazaki. And now the breakaway. Neatly clipped into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Out to the right. Back into the middle. Van Nistelrooy. That's the keeper's ball.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he's picked it up. Beckham!
Beckham.
And somehow he managed to miss it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And here's Beckham. Now there's a fine ball. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Xabi Alonso.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. He can run onto that, and this is Forlan. He's had a shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson.
Aduh.
And that will be the final act. Milan were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. But in the end, they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
Masukan menit akhir, guys. Perlu bentar. Ini. Film musik. Nah, nice tanpa musik, guys. Gas lagi. Lawan Man City kita, guys. Ini dulu di pemain dulu, guys. Bangga sih guys. Aduh, Erling Haaland ya, guys. Matikan Haaland. Stakmat masa senain catur monitor ketua. Masih ingat rasa.
What a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, I reckon Dragan Stojkovic will be important here.
He's not the biggest necessarily, Jim, I suppose, but he is a multi-dimensional player.
Yeah, I think he'll have a busy time going past opponents. I think he has great ability to play anywhere across the front line and deliver key.
Haaland! And that certainly packed a punch.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Big header! Oh, crossbar!
Gak masuk.
Oh, nearly. Nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And here's Suarez. Oh, super ball.
Erling Haaland, betul. Jangan dikasih lagi ke Haaland, cok.
Messi.
Nice, sampai
That'll be a
masuk.
throw.
Hah?
Scholes. Xavi Alonso. And it's Van Nistelrooy.
Salah motor, guys.
Cafu. And here's
Here's Haaland. Oh, this looks sharp. Tries a shot. Goal! First blood drawn. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter attack like that, it's like walking a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Luis Suarez.
So we have our breakthrough. It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Van Nistelrooy. Can he get it through? Kicked out brilliantly. He's having a shot.
Destroy.
That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Xavi Alonso. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Right, Dybala. Oh, good
Ace.
Oh, it's hit the post. Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
He gets big. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And it's Azar. There's a sharp little ball here. This is Van Nistelrooy. Rodri deals with that comfortably. Okazaki. And this is Dybala. And Dybala! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Serginho goes on a charge down the left. Oh, well measured.
Hindi ke belakang.
He's got tall. No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Van Dijk. Rodri. Half-time whistle goes. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming. Nor I think with many in this crowd. The big waypoint of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. One super half of football, incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. And we're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Okazaki. Oh, good spread. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. This ended up in no man's land. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, This is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Luis Suarez. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack, and he was quick to react. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Haaland. Cafu. And here's Haaland.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Tarikin cowok.
Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Xavi Alonso. Can he spark a counter here?
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp move. Haaland! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Now it's Dybala. Rodri.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Cafu has it out wide and in space. Defending of the desperate variety. Gives it back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.
2-2 guys, lumayan. Lawan kita tuh Manchester City guys. Pertandingan keempat. Angin sekeru namun yang ku beri demi cita-cita. Waduh, pemainnya gitu guys. Seperti yang aku rasakan.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, And we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or indeed getting too comfortable.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. That'll be a throw. Beckenbauer, Romero. Pass somewhat off target. He has found a way through. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, just skips past his man. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now, this could be a chance. Gnabry is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And it's Serginho. Now that's well seen too. Xavi Alonso. Azar. Dybala. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Azar. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Cruyff. Good read, needed to be. And it's Serginho. He's going to be disappointed with that. Xavi Alonso. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a searching pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckenbauer. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Azar. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Dybala. Van Nistelrooy.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ruben Dias. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Robert Lewandowski. Number 9,
Here we go again.
Cruyff. Coming on
Well,
the
both
field.
sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Xavi Alonso. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Messi. And it's Scholes. For Xavi Alonso. Scholes. And it's Messi. Dybala. Can he finish? Serginho. Played back towards his own goal. Back into the middle. Oh, important interception.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that is a little undercooked. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Messi.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Oh, he's burst. Big chance! Vitinha pinches it off him. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Oh, this looks sharp. Great defending, strong and determined.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Shapes to shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Buriram United with the corner. They're
Buriram
first.
United.
Up he goes!
Ay, cornernya keren guys.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Cannavaro. Azar. Xavi Alonso. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's beaten the last man. Dybala. Shoots! Goal! Milan! A goal on a landmark occasion for this man who makes his 50th appearance here and now. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Milan go into the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Coming on the field.
Keeper gets his hands on it.
Buriram United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Gnabry.
4 added minutes
Played
has
through
been
for him.
indicated.
And this is Messi. And Messi! He's beat. Goal! And this is getting better and better. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
On the field. Number 19.
Milan could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter...
And that will be the final act. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Dybala claiming...
Butuh 15 poin guys. Makin gak bikin gak jadi suka seneng kos dia Lamun hayang anu rada kuat sih iya cuman berat misalnya Satu aja yang kita tekan guys. Ini ketuanya. Ini mana mas? Itu bisa non, itu bisa ngirim bola ke Halan kok.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola, as composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
He's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
Now it's Villa. Oh, well played, well sorted out. This is Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that's a key interception. Stojkovic. Now it's Haaland. In with the challenge. That has not gone well. And it's Messi. Now it's Villa. Threads one in. Azar. Dybala. Gnabry. Scholes. Now it's Dybala. Over to the left.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And this is Dybala. It's a threat. He goes for a shot. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That's a shade optimistic. Throw it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just as opposed to denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Dybala, spread it left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now there's a fine ball, shot a goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Costa Curta getting this one clear. The two sides are separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is John Surely! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
After 42 minutes is number 9, Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Apa nih guys? Kita menang guys. Suret ya guys. Artinya menggunakan gitu. Isi kadangnya. Nah, ini bisa kayak gitu nih. Jadi bisa. Hah? Oke. Akhirnya bisa sih, tapi ayolah. Coba guys, formasinya guys. Akankah kita bisa ke divisi 3 guys? Akankah kita bisa ke divisi 3 guys? Sembilan semua sudah baiknya doang tuh. Wah, kita acak-acakin ya. Betul. Untuk kedua, Bismillah. Oh, bola. Kita atur bolanya dulu guys. Bisa kan mau? Oh, bisa. Ambil yang putih. Karena suasananya tidak bersalju guys, jadi kita ambil yang putih aja.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Milan.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
Del Piero. Great defending, strong and determined. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, here's someone I really like the look of in Ruben Diaz. A proper defender. Someone who does the simple things well. Very well, in fact, and he rarely makes mistakes. A bit of a throwback to some of the defenders I played with back in the...
Tries a shot! Pumas have got it back and they'll have another go. Dybala, very much a player of the moment. He's had it taken off him. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Messi. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Xavi Alonso. Dybala. Oh, well played, well played. It's Scholes. This is Van Nistelrooy.
Pumas now really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how did they go about making that work? And Messi! That's a half-decent try. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pirlo. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Pirlo. Nicely weighted ball. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. Not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Xavi Alonso. Pirlo. Here's Totti. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Fellow attendees, that is,
Grossing
if you
half,
want
but we're
children
still
in
where we
their
started.
Please
0-0.
keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
Lama banget. Yuk. Buruan lah guys.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Now it's Messi. Plenty to aim at here. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
It really shows some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Messi.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Looking for the run. Scholes does well to get it back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gnabry. And it's Van Nistelrooy. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Dybala! It's in! First blood drawn. Beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And this is Del Piero. Chooses to go back. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That is ended up in no man's land. Some resolute defending there. Can he get it through? Del Piero gets into a good position. Good read, needed to be.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent. He's having a go! Should have equalised.
Pirlo was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Pirlo standing over it. Hazard attempts a clearance. Cleared without complication. Rijkaard looking tidy in possession here. It's Totti! And the lead stays intact, just.
That's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Mikir loh guys, bahaya nih guys.
Their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rijkaard. And this is Del Piero. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish.
Kenapa sih?
No half measures from here.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the step.
Hello! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a chance.
It's there! They have stolen level at last! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 19, Pirlo! Pirlo!
Wah, menit-menit akhir guys.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there is.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Scholes. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, the ball's run. Oh, it rattles the bar. So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither.
Poin kita 8. 2, 6 tambah 1, 6, 7, 7 tambah 8, 15. 2 kali menang, 1 kali imbang. Secara logika sih harusnya menang ya guys.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That's a sharp pass. Oh, it's a great finish! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
68. So a breakthrough already. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that is and a chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Look at the space here. And the shots! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
Barcelona are on the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always think,
Shot, surely! He scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that was as close to certain as can be.
well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He is just caressing the ball. And Messi! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Hazard. Now it's Berbatov. Played into space. Can he get onto this? Hazard.
Berbatov really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
The It's a throw. He's found a way through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Cross flung in towards the middle. Mbappe,
3 minutes and
nicely shaped ball. Cannavaro cuts it out. Scholes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. The vodka. And it's half-time here. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this. And the action is back on the way.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Hazard. The message is clear, none shall pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's headed upfield. Xavi Alonso, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's in a great position here. Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Messi goes down, but nothing given. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. The most accurate pass. Xavi Alonso. Hazard. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Alexander-Arnold has been caught there. It's a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Gendouzi, good purposeful running this. And Nistelrooy. Dybala is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Looking for the run. That's been intercepted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Lobotka. Cannavaro makes the interception. Milan looking to pass their way through. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy!
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Ruben Dias spots it and intercepts.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Xavi Alonso is looking wide. And it's Berbatov. Berbatov!
added time.
Oh, there was plenty on that.
Não está mal aqui.
And the referee brings it to a close.
Aí lá.
Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
And if you
So
do
Jim,
have
how do you
a chance
reflect
today,
on
please
what we've
take some
seen?
time out to
Well,
give
there
your
was a
support.
Menang. Informasi aja bisa main di tengah aing. Bisa berguna ke Bang Jai.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just has so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't he?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rice does well to get it back. Figo going full steam down the flank. Figo, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a decent ball, and he's there to get it away. Rice. Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe. And that has been cleared. Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
He's on it. Can he get away? Milan still without a single shot on target.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Dybala. Santos looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Scholes. Xavi Alonso. Milan finding their passes. Threads one in. Oh, well measured. He is through here. And Van Nistelrooy! That is outstanding from Van Nistelrooy! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
The goal scorer for Milan after 40 minutes is number 9, Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Nicely weighted ball. Van Nistelrooy! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. This game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Coming on the field.
Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're straight back. And the shots! Santos are all square. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
49 minutes is
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Neymar, it's Neymar!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Messi. Oh, no joy this time. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Xavi Alonso. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bounce of passing here, really easy on the eye. He's found a way through. Neymar! Goal! Santos! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Neymar!
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Neymar!
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Neymar going full tilt down the left.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And this is Neymar. He's found a way through. Cannavaro. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Figo. Out to the left it goes. Milan must do something here, and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And here's Dybala. Hazard. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Rijkaard. Smoothly does it. Neymar running with the ball.
Has been indicated.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And it's Dybala. It's a pretty loose pass. And that will be the final act. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost.
Dua kali nggak ya guys. Lawan Thailand kita guys. Main konten apa nih? Berat belajar. Berat guys. Wajib menang ini mah guys.
Well, they're not down and out just yet, but straights don't come much more dire than this. Only a win can save them now.
Milan against Thailand.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That is lovely. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Van Nistelrooy.
Well, Neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Now it's Dybala. And this is Okazaki. And he's being shifted off it. Schneider.
Thailand clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Okazaki. It's Okazaki! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Schneider looking to penetrate opposition lines. And it's Van Basten. Gnabry. Van Nistelrooy. Tries to play it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Bale. This was gone, presumably for offside. Not the most convincing of passes. Knocks it into space. This is Hazard. And this is Dybala. Can he finish? There it is!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Milan penetrate first. It is 8. That'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this court.
Climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And it's Van Nistelrooy.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
This is Okazaki. Okazaki finds himself offside. Still just a single goal between the sides. Engages and forces him off the ball. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Scholes. This is Schneider. Now it's Bale. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
That's an imaginative pass. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Big chance! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's De Bruyne. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That pass isn't the best. Dybala, and there's his chance to lead the counter. This ended up in no man's land. Howson. Roberto Carlos.
There will be 3 minutes
Neymar.
added time.
No, that was never going to make it. Okazaki. And he's intervened well there. De Bruyne. And it's Neymar. And this is Bale. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance.
Nggak sih. Musim baru. Langsung kita musim baru guys, anger-anger lah. Stadion 3 guys. Itu stadion 1. Tengah kosong, bodoh penalty back. CF SS CF siapa ini?
Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. The unmistakable Daniel van Belsen.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the t-shirt.
Perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
One of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
He's got one mighty shot at him. I think it's true to say he once burst the ball while taking a free kick.
Can you imagine that?
Tries to play it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Milan finding their passes. And the pass is intercepted. Bergkamp. Rijkaard. Elise. Rijkaard. The ball's gone astray. Pops him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
That has not gone well. But this is Van Nistelrooy. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's... He's tried one!
Well, he was...
He's given it away! Oh, he's been caught napping! It's a sharp pass. Bale. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now this could be a chance. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Xavi Alonso. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Distributed tidily. Back into the middle. That is a brilliant interception. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Messi. Van Belsen does really well to win the ball there. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Owns beyond the defence. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now, can they get him away? That's really well manoeuvred. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. This is Van Nistelrooy. And he's in on goal shooting chance. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are back underway. Shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Big chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Xavi Alonso is offering a wry smile there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. they can spring out of defence.
Oh, it's Bergkamp.
Milan still this single goal behind.
Scholes.
Salah.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
Scholes.
This is Van Nistelrooy. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy.
Shot a goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
This is Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Messi. Messi is fouled. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. That is some save from Khan.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save. Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Bale. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Messi. Just about up to 75 minutes. Serginho with the clearance. Now it's Bergkamp. Well measured. Bale! He should have put that one away.
Bale really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Out to the right. Olise. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that looks a good ball through, and that is expertly dealt with. And the finish! Oh, crossbar! No mistake! 10 minutes, and we're all square again. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
5 minutes to add. Now that's well seen too. Knocks it into space. Bale gets into a good position. That's the keeper's ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Messi voted. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Milan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts. Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Milan finding their passes. That pass isn't the best. But they've got it again. Scholes. Now it's Messi. And it's Azar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Has a look and plays it forward. Quarter of an hour played. And he's onside. Tries a shot. Goal! Sporting!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
After 17 minutes is number 17.
So we have our breakthrough.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Looking for options for movement. He's managed to get himself offside.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now this could be a chance. Scholes. And it's Cannavaro. Dybala. Xavi Alonso. Back into the middle. Oh, important interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, that looks a decent ball. Thinks about the shot. Oh, there's a probing ball. Scholes for Xavi Alonso. And that is out of play. Now it's Azar. He's got away. Can he finish? Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
It's Dybala.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Xavi Alonso, Van Nistelrooy, Gabriel gets a foot in here. Messi. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cleared without complication.
Indicated.
And it's Gnabry. Here's Cannavaro. Gnabry. Now it's Messi. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Hello everybody, and this
Well, let's
is a
not
quick
beat about
reminder
the
to
bush,
let you
Peter.
know
It's
that you'll
been
be able to
fairly
catch
flat,
today's
and the
match
support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's intervened well there. Now he's got space here. That has ended up in no man's land. Cannavaro. Xavi Alonso. Now it's from Mario. Hazard. He's on it. Can he get a... Oh, shooting chance!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He's got tall. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Gabriel picks it up from the goal kick. This is Hazard. It's Hazard! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Looking to play him in. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Sporting have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. He's having a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Sporting have their third corner. Hazard clears it away. Milan are looking to go forward now. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Gabriel wins the duel this time. Played back to the goalkeeper. Zanetti. And it's Nakamura. Oh, that's a key interception. Hazard.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Xavi Alonso. And this is Dybala. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Van Nistelrooy. He's beaten the last man. Goes for a shot! Should have equalised.
Van Nistelrooy absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
Panik tam mati.
No way through there. Time is running out here. All they need, good effort from distance. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper. Probing pass.
Sporting can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit.
3 minutes at a time.
3 menit.
Sporting have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now it's Hazard, and he's managed to get free. Hazard, that is good strength. And this is to shoot. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable.
Remix jam 1 anjing tewas dia. Ini banyak kan apes bodas mah. Aduh, formasi yang SSK tuh. Lecetnya tukang ya. Jadi tipuan, guys.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step above most.
He's a thinking man's footballer, isn't he?
Indeed, and I'm really looking forward to watching him.
Alonso, Messi, Van Nistelrooy, shapes to shoot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Van Nistelrooy did very well to get himself one-on-one. Now he's got to figure out how to beat the keeper.
back. Forlan. Azar. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, that was never going to make it. Now it's Hullet. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance for... Oh, taken with style. Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. So it is still 0-0. Milan finding their passes. Now it's Dybala. Looking tidy in possession here. Couldn't squeeze it through. He can get that clear. Looking for the run. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Gnabry, he is just caressing the ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Short changes him with that pass. He's being urged to shoot. Now it's Forlan, looking to play him in, and reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Messi, Van Nistelrooy. That's a good ball. Yes! Goal, Milan! One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Dybala. Messi. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Gnabry. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Marquinhos. Dybala. And it's Xabi Alonso. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Dybala. This is Van Nistelrooy. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Van Nistelrooy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This possibly the last play of the half. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substitutions taking place.
off we go once more.
Milan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Dybala. You've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, such a clever touch. It's gone out for a throw-in. Zico. That looks a good ball through. He's got away. Zico. Zico! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Ball has bounced loose now. This is Van Nistelrooy. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Zico. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Milan can't breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It's going to be another throw. Looks to the other side. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is Forlan. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Dybala. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He's shifting through the gears here.
Borussia Dortmund really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Passes short and sharp, played out to the right. Gnabry. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And Van Nistelrooy! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Xavi Alonso taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
This is a lost children's
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Messi. Looking for the run. Cannavaro. Totti battling down that right flank. Well, played right into his path. And Batista! Oh, crossbar! Scholes. Milan so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now he's got space here. Mbappe gets into a good position. Hullet, back when it goes. And he's had a hit! That's a sharp pass. And this Leroy, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Batistuta. Totti. Off the post. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
And it's Totti. Threads one in. This is Batistuta. That's going to go a long way. And that's a throw. Rodri. Oh, good take in a good area. Danger averted for now. Totti. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Rodri. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mbappe finds himself offside. And he's forced to go back. Gnabry. Xavi Alonso. Gnabry in acres of space out wide. Nice bit of skill and he's away. Swept in. Mateus. And here's the chance to counter. That's an imaginative pass. Mbappe. Shot, surely! Goal! Japan! The breakthrough strike. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Kylian Mbappe.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
It's played through for him. He's having a shot! And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Japan are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Mbappe, he's one-on-one, a decent chance! Just cruising, they are cruising! Up by 3, they have their boots on the throats of their foes. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Japan find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and...
That could spell trouble. That's fabulous. Chance for a shot! He scored! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So is this the start of a comeback? Tries to pass it through. And the shot! It's in! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game, everything seems to be coming off for him.
So now the 3. And he's intervened well there. Japan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
This is Batistuta.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
He's shifting through the gears here. A lot of... Can he finish? And he's following up. Really well taken goal. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in a terrible pass. Now it's Totti. He's picked his way through. Totti. He's got backward here. Strokes it back. Dybala.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
The minutes has been indicated.
Cannavaro. Totti going about things with real menace.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is through here. Batistuta gets a good foot in there. Not going up front in a hurry. And here's Totti. He's got away. Big chance! Oh, he really got hold of that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will chop. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against France.
Oh, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Once described as being born offside, Filippo Inzaghi feels like the last of a dying breed, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I feel sometimes he doesn't get the credit he fully deserves because I think he's one of the most intelligent strikers around too. His game is all about anticipation, positioning and speed over those first 3 yards.
Good old-fashioned poacher, in other words.
Exactly, and you don't score that many goals with...
It's wrong! Rijkaard, played out wide, back into the middle. Raul, oh, cracking ball. Azar, Dybala. And this is Messi. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Messi. Van Nistelrooy. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Dybala! Goal! Milan! First blood draw. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter.
It's roll! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
France with the corner. They're first. Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try. Raul, looking for options for movement. And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Played out towards the right wing. Stood up well to him there. Messi. Now can he find the finish? And the finish! It's a goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And the shot! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to extend their lead. Much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
A case now of complete control. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here.
Added time.
Dybala. It's Dybala. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's been cut out, well played. And the first half is done. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Milan absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Substitutions taking place.
Milan are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And we are already promptly back underway. Couldn't squeeze it through. And this is Dybala. Nice bit of trickery. Chooses to go back. Van Nistelrooy! Ruud Van Nistelrooy! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
It's become a case of men against boys.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Van Nistelrooy. Gnabry. He is looking to influence the game from out wide. And he's gone searching cross-field. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Dybala. He's on it. Can he get away? Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he shoots! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Dybala. Oh, that's fabulous. Back when it goes. Oh, shooting chance! That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Bojan. Great vision. And he plays one through. Mbappe. Great chance! Goal! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Crossed in once more. Threads one in. And it's Xavi Alonso. And here's Dybala. He's had it taken off him.
Paulo Dybala really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shot, surely!
4 added
And
minutes
he's there
have
to
been
belt
indicated.
it away. Has a look and plays it forward. There will be 4 extra minutes. Aims beyond the defence. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Always onto this. This might spell danger. And that's it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. And Nistelrooy
Please
voted
join me.
man of the...
الله الله أغثنا يا رسول الله يا عظيم الجاه عليك الصلوات الله عبد بالباب يرتجي لسم الأعتاب جد بالجواب مرحبا قد قبلنا أنت معروف بالجود مقري الضيوف إني ملهوف أغثني بحق الله أنت معروف
scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
You know who I've got my eye on here, Peter? Dennis Bergkamp.
He's having a shot!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Neatly clipped into space. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. And that is as far as they're going to go. Tedri. Hazard. Now it's Bergkamp. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Opts for safety. And it's Ødegaard. That is a great pick out. Bullish header! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Shevchenko. That has been slung wide. It's Bergkamp! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Has another go! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Shevchenko at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off it.
That's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Messi ready to try one. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Messi! Milan with the corner. They're first.
Substitution.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Messi. Milan can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Mbappe! Beckenbauer, player of legendary status. Tedri, lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! That is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that every time.
Odegaard. And Shevchenko. Here's a shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. And we're underway again.
Milan really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them.
And Messi! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Milan are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Oh, the great chance! It's in! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So is this the start of a comeback? Pedri gets across to intercept that. Messi. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there.
Milan have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Howson. Oh no, this does not look good. Deftly away. Just about up to the hour now. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's made its way to him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Odegaard. Pedri. Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Shevchenko. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's got the beat. Shoots! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
13, Shevchenko. Number 6, Yamal. Coming on the field, number 20, Batistuta. Number 22, Mbappe.
Pedri. Into the last quarter of an hour. Beckenbauer. And he's heaved it away. Caught offside that time. Costa Curta. Spread out to the left. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's there to get it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Pedri. Xabi Alonso did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Messi. Batistuta. Always looking for that half a chance. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Gnabry. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Casillas is there to clear. Cannavaro.
There will be 3 minutes.
And the number on the board is 3. Hazard. Quick look, then plays it in. Odegaard. Batistuta. Pass somewhat off target. And that will be it. Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simple.
بدر التنور فوق نوري
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
It's Dybala. This is Van Nistelrooy.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the...
He's got tall. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Dybala.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Some good work on the right flank here. Played through for the wide man. Could be danger here. Produces a cross. Shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Szoboszlai really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. He rises! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Hazard. Dybala. Aims beyond the defence. Hazard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's got away. Messi! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Grealish delivered. Bullish header! Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really found...
Shoots! Off the post! Knocks it into space. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Canabry.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Grealish. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he's away. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist
Watch your
change
screen for
at
an
this stage.
information bulletin from the regional police department. Substitution on the field. Number 5, Lautaro Martinez.
Whistle goes,
Number 20,
and we start the second half.
Grealish. Coming on the field.
I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And it's Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. Oh, and the shot!
Itu.
What a big quick to it. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. That is decidedly lacking.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Van Nistelrooy, out to the left it goes. He's shifting through the kit. Chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Into the grateful arms of the keeper. Madrid have the chance to go the other way.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And this is Messi. Can he finish? And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get 0 to...
There could be trouble here. And a chance! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely weighted ball. He's in space and looking for options. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Neymar has it out wide and in space. Played it again. He was quick to get it clear again. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking for the run. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that will be the final act. Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against...
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد محمد وأشغل الظالم بالظالمين وأخرجنا من بينهم سالمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وأشغل الظالم بالظالمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وأشغل الظالم بالظالمين وأخرجنا من بينهم سالمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team, and some of the best brains in football have said that. He deserves it. He's got to be one of the most exciting players of his generation. What a talent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. No, that was never going to make it. This is Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Berbatov. Threads one in. And he welcomes it in. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Caceres forces him off the ball. Caceres, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Milan still without a single shot on target. Gets a good foot in there. Now this could be a chance. Stood up well to him there. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Rodri. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Foden. And it's Serginho. Foden. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Berbatov. Xavi Alonso. Messi. Foden. Xavi Alonso.
That's going in strongly.
Now it's Villa. Cannavaro. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, there's a probing ball. Caceres gets over and intercepts. Now it's Villa. Scholes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That has been cut short. Caceres with the clearance. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Villa. Now it's Messi. That looks a good ball through. Berbatov! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And now,
Would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
substitution for Arsenal, number 18, Phil Foden.
Here we go again then.
Rodri.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Number 17, Pep Guardiola. Number 16,
Now it's Messi.
Hendrick.
Now it's Dybala. Nice sequence of passes this. And they've got rid. Nicked it back promptly. Great ball and a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Van Nistelrooy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Can he get it through? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Shot a goal! They've done it! Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Now it's Hendrick. He's found a way through. It's run loose here. Messi. Quality ball. And this is Messi. And he's lost his man here. Messi. He's free. He has got space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. He might be in here. And it's Dybala. Can he finish? There it is. Finally the breakthrough.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. That is good alertness. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Hazard tries to play it through. And this is Dybala. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's really well manoeuvred. And he's managed to get rid.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
There will be 1 minute added time.
This is Messi. No, again, there's no way through. And that is that. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.
ويستسقى الغمام بوجهه الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه في كل لمحة ونفس ونفس بعدد كل معلوم اللهم صل صلاة كاملة وسلم سلاما تاما على سيدنا محمد الذي تنحل به العقاد وتنفرج به الكروب وتقضى به الحوائج وتنال به الرغائب وحسن الخواتيم ويستسقى الغمام
Bergerak gila.
Milan are desperate to get a point here. The point that will save them from the unthinkable. Matches do not come much more consequential than this. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course, he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
And he's gone long. Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Get him away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's managed to get free. Tries to play it through. Hazard picks it up out wide. And he's onside. Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Albert Ferrer gets it away. And he skips past his man. It's a sharp little ball here. And he's there to get it away. Dybala. This is Messi. And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This is their second corner of the game. Cafu is there and he can has a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Now it's Cruyff. That pass isn't the best. And he plays one through. Neymar. Loving chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Ruben Dias does really well to win the ball there.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Mbappe! Oh, no joy this time. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Konten. And he's had it nicked away. Parla. Now it's Mbappe. De Bruyne.
Two minutes
Nistelrooy.
has been indicated.
Xavi Alonso. Hazard. Dybala. Dybala receives it in a good position here, and it's Dybala. Kante has given away a free kick. The referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
We're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
De Bruyne. Nicely weighted ball. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Xavi Alonso. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Milan still behind, thanks to that solitary strike. Out to the right. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. Clearly, chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get? Oh, he's been caught napping. Scholes. Your impression so far, Jim?
Milan are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Albert Ferrer concedes a free kick for that. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution.
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's on it. Can he get away? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's a searching pass. Cruyff. Well, this is a... There's the shot! He has done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive!
Complete
great awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've...
Goes for a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Neymar clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
They've got it again. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Takes a shot. There's a goal. And that brings up the century. Goal number 100 for one very special player. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mind...
Oh no, what has happened here? Good read, needed to be.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Neymar. Time added on 4 minutes. And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal.
أغثنا يا رسول الله يا عظيم الجاه عليك الصلوات عبد بالباب يرتجي لسم الأعتاب جد بالجواب مرحبا قد قبلنا. أنت المعروف بالجود مقري الضيوف إني موهوب أغثني بحق الله أنت المعروف بالجود مقري الضيوف إني موهوب أغثني بحق الله أنت الحبيب الأعظم سير المجيب حاشا يخيب خلاك برسول الله أنت الحبيب الأعظم سير المجيب حاشا يخيب خلاك برسول الله.
These are desperate times. A sequence of disappointing results has brought them to where they are. Another one here. And they will be going down. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. There's the whistle. Milan come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Looking here to chip it through. And the shot!
him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add. Milan already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Scholes. Dybala. He might be. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And that has been clubbed away. Donadoni absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That could have come. Shot a goal! They are really pouring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nicely weighted ball.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Dybala. Can he get on the end of this? No joy this time. Xabi Alonso. This is Raul. He has found them. There's the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
And it's Messi. Looking to play him in. That has been cut short. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And he's there to belt it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Tries to pass it through. Azar. Dybala. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, what has happened here? Now, who's going to be first to this? Good take, and is he in? And he's gone looking for safety. Intercepts the throw. There's no red. Being indicated. Berbatov on two now and looking for three. Zanetti. Looking for options for movement. And we hit half-time. Reflections on the first half.
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. There's still a maybe at the plate. Maybe they'll thrive on the occasions.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 11, Berbatov. Coming on the field. The second half gets underway. Number 22.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Big chance! And he looked every bit the assured player there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. Messi. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's gone loose. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass.
Has a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Clears it away. Scores! And that is one.
Brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
Oh, that's a key interception. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
The pass is intercepted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Tries a shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Barcelona by John, surely! Oh, extraordinary.
Just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And it's Azar. Azar. That's tidy. Milan could well be gone soon. Relegation now a reality, almost an inevitability.
Well, you can never say never, but this looks like Neverland now.
Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Scholes. Messi. It's a really well-measured ball. Gnabry. And he's managed to get free.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Looking wide. And the number on the board is 3. Quality ball. And that's that. And so the lowest point. Relegation. The ultimate disappointment. Final thoughts, Jim?
Milan certainly will have plenty to regret about this term. In the end, they simply
صلي على سيدنا محمد